Say hey, Lady Yellow Jacket basketball fans. Welcome to the Hive Courtside podcast. Now I'm here with girls head coach, Coach Jamie Echols. And Coach, congratulations on a nice week so far.
It was a really good week last week, and we got a win this week, and we just need to get a couple more and then see where everything falls.
Yeah, we'll wrap up last week really good. It was a tough week last week, and you got a win, and you played a good Dalton team, which maybe the team accomplished one of their goals. They held Aubriana Camp, the sophomore, who has over 1,500 points in her scoring career already. She lit us up for 30 plus in the first game. It was a 42-34 ball game, and two girls basketball teams played really good defense in that game.
Yeah, I told somebody it felt almost like a rock fight or something after we got out of that thing. It was, but I thought it was two really top-notch girls teams going at it, and it was a good game. And we wanted to, like I told you last week, wanted to make sure that Dalton at least got a better version of us, and I think they did. But you know, to go last week and to beat Heritage and turn around and beat Northwest, we had to have both those games, and we got them, which was huge.
We're going to talk about where the region stands here after we wrap up these games. Let's talk about Tuesday's game, this past Tuesday.
At Adairsville.
At Adairsville. Now, going into this game, we handled this team at our site rather easily.
We handled this team at our site rather easily, but I had told the girls that we caught them on the third night in a row that they had played games.
Oh, okay.
So they were worn out, and we knew that from that standpoint we were going to get a different version of them, and also playing at home, we knew that we would get a different version of them. I thought we played really nice for 3 and a half quarters. We shot the ball well, ran our sets pretty good, and we got to the point in the fourth quarter where I think our kids kind of, our game's over. I think we were up 24 points at that point, and our kids thought, the game was over and kind of put it on cruise control. And Adairsville had different plans, and they started pressing us and kind of caught us off guard, and it was hard for us to get back in, oh no, we got a game mode.
Back in game tip-off mode.
Yeah, and so, that was frustrating. But by and large, it was, you go on the road in the region, get a win, and for 3 and a half quarters kind of executed the way you want to. And we were able to iron some of that stuff, mental stuff out yesterday morning at practice, and we'll get their attention on it this afternoon as well.
We're at that stage of the season where there's a lot of games. We've got a lot of illness going around because the weather is great for us tennis coaches. It's great to be out in 65, 70-degree weather, but we also have got a lot of crud creeping around in the sky and affecting your players. How's the health of the team so far?
It's affected my players. It's affected my household. It's affected we're good. We're, knock on wood, we're good as a team. My grandson is not good, but we're good as a team. It hit our team a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, did it?
When we were at Gilmer, we had a couple kids battling it. But I think we're good now, and that's one of the things we preach to them. Put the good stuff in your body, vitamin C, all that stuff, rest, and plenty of fluid. So we're not out of the woods yet, but right now we're healthy.
And Mama's old directive: keep washing your hands.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
that's what my wife preaches. Goodness gracious!
Keep your hands off your face and keep washing your hands. Things are going to be good. So yeah, tell the fans your record right now, where you sit.
We're 13-8. We're tied for first place in the region.
And you're tied with?
We're tied with Gilmer. Gilmer has got to play at Northwest Friday night and at Heritage Saturday. If they lose either one of those games, and we take care of business, we'll be the 1 seed. If they win both of those games, we'll be the 2 seed.
All right, so
we've got to take care of our end of the deal.
Yes, and obviously we want a region championship, but you've locked up that 1st and 2nd seed, which puts you into Friday and Saturday at the host site, which we hope is Calhoun.
Is us, yes.
Is Calhoun.
Exactly.
And it would be nice to play. on a home court, obviously. And it's nice that you're not having to travel and play on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday leading up to that.
Yes.
It just
Yes.
keeps the legs fresher.
That's exactly. And in this time of year, especially with our rotation, number of kids we play, if we can keep them fresh, that's a huge, big plus for us.
That 7-girl rotation can get tired.
Can wear them out
when you're going 3 games in a week.
Exactly.
So we have played Ridgeland before. This is a team that everybody from the outside looking in would expect a, air quotes, easy victory, but we
no
still
such thing.
Yes, we.
Well, I just came from a team meeting, and our coaches are watching film with them now. But that's what I told our kids. I said, look, it's senior night. A lot of anticipation about who, what, when, where we're going to play next week, and region tournament and state playoffs. It's easy to lose your focus, but this is the kind of game where the only thing you need to worry about is each possession. Are you doing your job? Are you where you're supposed to be every possession? And if you do that, we'll be fine. But when we get caught up in all the other stuff is when we lose it. We tell them, see a little, see a lot, see nothing. So in other words, focus on what you've got to focus on, and that's kind of going to be what that saying is kind of be what we preach the next 24, 48 hours.
I'm going to borrow your quote.
There you go.
See a little, see a lot. You see a lot.
See nothing.
See nothing.
Yep.
I like this. I'm going to have to write this down, folks. I like this. And then we've got a Friday game, which is senior night, as you mentioned. Then we turn around, we got a Saturday game at 4:30 on Saturday.
Turn around, got a Saturday game at 4:30 with a lot on the line.
At the Hive.
At the Hive against Lafayette, who we played before Christmas and won by 6. So it'll be a battle. It will be a battle. They got some young kids that can really shoot the ball. And so when I say we got to take care of business, it's not a given. We got to go play.
Exactly. Yeah, I was under the misconception that you only had one game this week, but yeah. And Lafayette always puts out a. Well, you look at Lafayette's record in the past 10 years in girls basketball; it's been pretty good.
Well, you look at their record in a lot of girls' sports, softball, basketball.
Yes.
They put a lot of emphasis on athletics, do it the right way. So it'll be a battle.
Yeah, it's going to be fun Friday night. As we said, health-wise, I don't think we have any banged up knees or twisted ankles.
We're
right
good.
now.
Right now we're good. We can just keep it that way for the next 4 weeks. We'll be all right.
Exactly. As we said, we're locked into a 2 or a 1 seed if we take care of business.
If we take care of business.
We still got to take care of business, and then we're locked in there. So hopefully we can get some help from Heritage or Northwest Whitfield, and we could host next week's region tournament.
We are going to be
on Friday.
We're going to be Bruin and General fans this next couple of days for sure.
Yeah, exactly. You've got 4 seniors that start, right?
Yes.
A lot of leadership there.
A lot of leadership. 4 seniors that start. 4 seniors that a couple of them have started for 4 years.
Yes.
And the 2 others have started for 3 years and played significantly for 4 years. So it's going to be a tough senior night.
Yeah, and this is coming off a tough Saturday game against a very good Dalton team. And I don't know if everybody realized going into that past Saturday game, Dalton came in here with 20 victories on the season and only 3 losses.
Dalton's one of the top teams in 4A, and they're tough and they're physical. And with some really good athletes. So it's when you can play Dalton. I told our kids, if we go play Dalton and play hard, we'll get a lot out of that game, and we'll get better from that game. And I think Calhoun and Dalton both got better for having played each other last week.
And obviously the 4 seniors that start for you, and plus our junior Jalen Moore, all doing an outstanding job. Your rotation with Jalen Johns and number 2 and number 4 freshman Maury Henderson, both of them come in 5'10", got a lot of length, and they have been an integral part of keeping the flow of the game going.
Absolutely. They really helped us manage that 7 players because both of them can really play in the post, can play out on the perimeter, so it gives us a little bit of freedom as who needs to come out, who needs to rest, that type of thing, because they can play multiple spots on the floor, and really we don't miss a beat when we put them in there, which is nice. And JJ has that's a unique set of abilities and things she can do on the court. It's been a luxury getting put those two in.
My broadcast partner Clint had mentioned. He said, "Yeah, Coach Echols was waiting to get the freshman Maury Henderson on this team and get some varsity experience."
And look, we knew what Maury was as a middle schooler and coming up, and she has been as advertised for us. She's a great player, great athlete. From a mental standpoint, she's a tough kid. She's a coachable kid. She's the whole package. I think she's too hard on herself sometimes because as a freshman, she thinks sometimes she should do what she did in middle school. And, we have to sit her down and say, Maury, you're on a really good team that's played the hardest schedule in AAA. So it's not like you're going out there playing, these middle school teams. So I think she's done amazing.
News broke this week. We're losing Coach Tommy Atha,
Yep.
who's on your staff.
Yep.
And I found out a couple of weeks ago that he was the varsity girls basketball coach at Darlington for 6 years while he was the head football coach. A key part of your staff.
Yeah. Oh, the huge part of our staff the last couple of years. Coach Atha is one of the best coaches I've ever been around. And the three things that make him so good is his enthusiasm. He's an enthusiastic, positive coach. His knowledge. I mean, he knows basketball as well as he knows football. I guarantee you that. And his communication, the way he communicates with the kids. So he's been integral for what we do. But he had that itch to be a head coach, and so we're going to miss him. But we're happy for him and hoping for the best.
As he pointed out to me yesterday, he is a Polk County guy, and he said that was in the back of his mind at one time. He wouldn't mind being a head football coach at Cedartown, which has a large.
It's a good spot to be. It's a good spot. It's a good program.
And going to football practices, I've seen him in action, and everything. The three things that you marked off about him, you just nailed it.
Yes,
he's that kind of guy.
Very, very impressive, and great family man, and brings a lot of integrity and leading by example to our program. So we'll miss him on and off the court.
Any final comments before I let you get back to your duties today?
Well, this is the exciting part of the year. This is what we grind in June for. This is what we do everything, up to this point. So it's here. So it's kind of put up or shut up time. So let's tip it off and go see what happens.
Clint and I have prior commitments that we cannot attend to, so that we can we have to attend to that we cannot broadcast the game. But I'll be with you in spirit on Friday, or I'll be with you Friday watching the game. I'll be with you in spirit on Saturday as we celebrate my darling bride's birthday. So best of luck to the.
Well, happy birthday to her, and hopefully we'll get you some games back at the Hive next week.
We can't wait.
All right.
You've been listening to Coach Jamie Echols on the Courtside podcast of the Lady Yellow Jacket basketball team.